Alright folks, welcome back. We are not too far off from the Nameless Village, but I did want to go out of my way and head towards a Seeker's Token that I believe is around here, and then we will head into the Nameless Village, complete that quest line, and kind of see where the wind ends up taking us. I believe down where those wolves are is actually where I want to go for the token. If not, it's on the complete other side with the Nameless Village. So, let's kind of get making our way over here and find out. But, yeah, definitely been enjoying playing through this again. Getting to the point where, unfortunately, everything is significantly weaker. So, combat isn't necessarily as exciting as it once was. So I will definitely be limiting what gear I am using. And just seeing what the breakpoint is before it gets overwhelming. Okay. So, in this basket here, at the dock, we have ourselves a Seeker's Token, and a nice little chest. Wonder what's inside. 900 gold. That is a very valid complaint for this game, that a lot of the chests that you find are not worth it whatsoever, and every once in a while you'll get a good item, but most of the time not so much, and it's kind of frustrating, and definitely hurts the exploration aspect. But let's keep on going. We're actually going to head into this little area down here. Believe there's a few choppers, golden beetle, and I believe there's a Minotaur that always spawns on the first time you come through here. So we'll see how quickly we're able to deal with that in comparison to, you know, a couple parts ago where they were a pain in the butt to deal with. But
oh, well spotted. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant.
Let's head on into this nice little area that has plenty of spots for choppers to ambush us. As you can see, they're already running around. There's our golden beetle.
You have my protection.
Alright. So let's look at our map here real quick. Just inside of the eastern forest is going to be a golden beetle. So let's nab that real quick. And deal with these dang on choppers. Alright, and there's the Minotaur. Let's see if we're in a position to actually take advantage of Meteor and hopefully he does not charge me. But if this hits, I think it's game over for him. Yep, there it is. And truthfully, this is part of why you cannot quick cast that spell. It is pretty dang on ridiculous if you can get it off. Alright. Let's make our way out of here, shall we? And we'll stop for a chest or two, but we'll be in the Nameless Village here soon. I truly do just enjoy the design of this world, man. Just the mountainous aspects of Vermund and then the desert of Beetle. It's a nice little contrast, truthfully. Anyway, as I distract myself here. We've made it to the Nameless Village. Wonder what awaits us here, huh?
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge.
What could best go elsewhere? There's no business to be had here.
No business to be had? You're telling someone who just wants to explore not to come here? A
common reward.
I very much enjoy this area.
We cannot
A little
expect
extra
these
dialogue.
treasures round every corner.
They're talking, and then they split. Wonder why. No, I definitely enjoyed this area the first time I came through, and it took me a while to actually figure things out, because I'm silly. But anyway, let's nab a Seeker's token here. And it'll be right here, just on the lake in the Nameless Village.
There's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look. Now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
But this area, when I say I didn't quite get it,
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
it was mostly because I came here early, and then I didn't necessarily have the quest active, so I was confused.
Aye, I reckon so. Rather more.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
I suppose that's neither here nor there. It's a question of skill at the end of the day. So you say, but you wagered against our visitor, did you not? And I'd do it again. Just look at that fool's face.
Wagering against their visitor, and asking if it's who they believe it to actually be. A little more to this village than there seems, isn't there?
Fancy a look at my work.
And of course, this is where you can get quite a few lovely pieces of gear for fighter and archer and thief. And maybe some gear you may want to wear or not. But it's not necessarily the best. Some of it just looks cool, though. You can also pick up another Shadewalker's neck wrap here, if you really want it. And it's one of my favorite rings in the game, so of course I would, if I didn't already have one.
Do come again.
Not buying.
Now, let's
Just as
keep
well.
exploring around,
Better to
shall
be
we?
selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
And there's an NPC following us.
Oh, you've a sharp eye. Suppose I ought not to have underestimated you, Sir Arisen. You wonder how I know? For starters, 'tisn't just me. The entire village recognizes you for what you are, cuz. Not mysterious about it. We've our sources, and that's all I'm saying. But don't worry yourself. I'm actually on your side, in a sense. Can't offer you any help, though. Village code and all that. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing to someone else what I was just doing to you. Know what I mean? I have a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down, eh?
Do to someone else what I just did to you. What could she have meant by that?
Really, all she means is to follow someone, but don't necessarily have to. A little exploration will get you exactly where you need to go. Of course, I think there's a couple more Seeker's tokens in here, and there's one I know that I've always gotten as Thief, so I'm curious to see if I can get it as a magical vocation. Anyway, we found a folded letter. Let's see. An anonymous letter that bears the phrase, a piece of brass.
If we cannot
Now,
find
what in
another
the
piece
hell
of
does that
puzzle,
mean? Honestly, it's been a while since I've actually paid attention to some of that stuff, so I don't 100% remember. And I believe that there's a Seeker's
the
token
villagers'
back here.
stares are sharp as daggers.
If not,
What is their intent, I wonder?
a little higher up.
But we must needs press on.
It might actually be around the backside. Yep, I can see the sucker right there. Let's take a little detour and go towards that glow. Get ourselves another Seeker's token. Which will be located right over here in the Nameless Village. Now, let's get back into the town and see what else we can find.
Hail! I take it you're the outsider my lord mentioned. How'd he know to expect you? I couldn't tell you. Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him in the manor atop the on-hill.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
This is the inn. We've room, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again.
Okay. Get the last little trigger here, I believe.
No seen you about. You the outsider? My lord spoke of you. Come on, follow me. I've something real nice to show you.
Alright, let's follow her. Well, we can't go there.
You're gathering grimoires, eh? My lord told me. I happen to be in possession of the Veiled Tome, Owl in Blizzard. I'd even be willing to part with it. If you'd be willing to trade me Fulminous Shield, the magic Aegis for it, that is. What say you?
Unfortunately, we've already done that quest.
Still haven't found it? Then I'm afraid I'll have to hold on to Owling Blizzard for the time being.
So, we will not be needing your copy. But it definitely looks like that girl went somewhere in here. I guess I can stop playing it up. I mean, I think it's very obvious what's going on here. That it's a bit of a test set up for the Arisen to make sure that they're worth the time of the villagers here.
Me? Just going for a stroll.
And honestly, I kind of wish there was a bit more lore about this village. That's just my thinking. And before I go anywhere else, I can't remember 100%. But I think at one of the areas where you can see the camp, there's either a golden beetle or a seeker's token. So, give me a moment and, excuse me, we will find out if I'm going crazy or not. So, I want to say, when you can see that camp, I think there's a beetle or a token along this ridge line. And it wouldn't be the first time I'm going crazy and saying something like that and being incorrect, but let's see if I remember correctly, that is. And it's a token. So, that will be right here. just south of the campsite.
Goodness, we're higher up than I thought.
Take care not to fall.
We ought to proceed
Now
with
there's
caution.
one Seeker's token I always freaking remember when it comes to the Nameless Village. And it's because every time I've done this, I've had to be playing Thief to get it. And I'm going to satiate a curiosity of my own. Can I get this token without playing a Thief? And I truthfully don't know. Of course, we're going to get one of the Thief Maister skills here in a moment, but I truly do not know. How suspicious.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate, which is to say, you have my approval as the Thief Maister. Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second Arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you care to ask? Beg pardon? Why would you ask such a thing? A letter? Oh, you've made quite the discovery. Brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say someone's taken on such a request. Naturally, I can say nothing as to the who or what of the arrangement. I'm sure you understand. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
Alright. So, next Seeker's token is going to be up on this little ledge. I've always played a Thief where I jump to the wall and jump back. So let's check with Mage. Or Sorcerer, as I am actually playing. Let's see. Can I not grab that? Alright, let's try this area. Well, I may actually have to play Thief for this. Ah, no. Just levitate straight up. Never mind. And in the manor, up here, you'll be able to nab this Seeker's token. So, we find out that someone was given a job offer to imitate us. And we don't necessarily know who that is yet. Of course, there's more to this quest than just talking to the man on top of the manor. There's also this nice, conveniently placed hole here. So, let's kind of go in here and explore. And looks like a course set up to test. But what is on the other side remains to be seen. So we're going to go in here and see if we can pass this test. Of course, there is some pretty good loot in here, and I'm getting beaten up by bats, my goodness. So we actually have an inherent advantage here as Sorcerer, unironically. Game probably kind of meant for you to do it as another vocation, but Sorcerer just has the easiest friggin' time with it. Let's go get this chest over here, or part of my favorite gear set. Still, it's very straightforward, and it's not meant to be difficult, truthfully. It's just a matter of timing for certain things and just making sure you can make some jumps. And at the end of the day, the game really is not meant to be difficult. It's meant to be a enjoyed experience. So, let's see what's beyond this door, shall we?
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
So Srael's here. Why is that?
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false Arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief Maister, but he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial, so the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people. Anyway, we send them. We only train. That all you want? Aye. Till next time. Now, as to the Maister's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
Well, now we know who's been imitating us and why he's able to pass as the Arisen. Well, a little bit of political intrigue after all. A neutral faction of thieves, spies essentially, for information for the right price. It's something I definitely wish was explored a little more in the game, but truthfully, this is about all the exposition you'll get on them. They serve themselves, they sell information, and they try to stay neutral. But, as Thrail said, he was a bit scorned, so they have decided to sell out Dara to me. Now, let's get some of this loot here. I do believe I'll still have to buy one piece of gear for, again, my favorite thief set in the game. And with this concluded, I would actually like to make my way to the Sacred Arbor. So, I will see you all in a moment after I've purchased a few things and when we're a little closer, so that we may accomplish the Trial of Archery. So, without further ado, I shall see you all in a moment. Well, I forgot about this quest coming up immediately after you go to the Nameless Village. You have a shadow chasing you, and you definitely want to try and capture him. So when you come back to Vernworth, just grab him here and interrogate him.
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further.
So, with this choice, if you demand compensation, he'll give you gold, but it'll make it harder to get into Beetle later if you are playing a human. If you refuse his offer, Brant will arrest him, and it's easier to get in Beetle as a human. Realistically, the choice here is entirely up to you, but for this playthrough, I am going to refuse it.
Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's get this over with then.
Why, you there? Your
And,
is requested
of course, there's this guy.
Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. It is none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
So, we don't want to kill this guy. We'll just carry him around and slam him into the wall here. We'll do this a couple times. Gotta teach him a lesson after all. Oh? What in the hell? Well, that's a new one. So let's go see if we can't find Brant. Give him a nice little toss. There we go. Get him a half health.
You there! Halt! Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Beetle. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then.
A lot of excitement happening in Vernworth here lately. Unintentionally at that, mind you. But my friggin' goodness. That is taken care of. Let's continue on with what we were going to do, which was head towards the Sacred Arbor. So, once again, I'll see you all in a moment, unless something rather exciting happens yet again. And we are back, friends. About to meet with our elven friend. And we will be heading on to the Sacred Arbor here. There are plenty of Seeker's tokens and golden beetles in this area. I will not be grabbing any unless they are on my direct path at the moment.
Come, shall we be off? Follow me, and pray take care not to fall behind. One can easily lose their way here.
For now, we're going to focus on this quest here. And then we will take care of things. But I have been thinking, and it's not solely about this quest, it's about this game as a whole, about many things in life as a whole. Sometimes it's not necessarily about the destination, but the journey we take to reach it. And I had a very sombering thought for myself that this is more than likely going to be the last time that I end up playing through this game. And this is going to be a project I've wanted to work on for quite some time being completed. And I'm having a realization that I have to figure out what I'm going to work on next. I am incredibly grateful that I get to experience this journey again and share it this time. Let me grab this golden beetle real quick. That one will be located right here as the paths branch. And I really don't know what I'm going to end up working on next. I have a large backlog. There are a lot of games that I want to play. There are a lot of things that I want to do. But you may not necessarily have all that much time. And I really hope that I can provide something for people. Whether it's entertainment at my rambling, or just being helpful with showing off some of these quests, showing off some of the locations of beetles and seekers tokens. And, you know, when I look back in a few years, just accepting that while this may not have been one of the best things I've made, and life is a learning experience, I can look back on it fondly, knowing that I finally got over some of my own fears of sharing things with people. And I'm just glad that I'm able to get it out there. It's going to end at some point, you know? This game, any other projects I'm working on, and all I can do is strive to do my best with them. And sit here and enjoy them. We all enjoy different things in life, and not everyone's going to enjoy this game. I'm not going to enjoy games other people like. It's just the nature of it, so we just have to enjoy what we can while we have that time. And being able to play this game again, share it with people, share my thoughts on it, that to me is incredibly special. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many people see this. I've just been able to share it, and that to me is friggin' amazing. Let me get distracted by another golden beetle here. We will have this one here, just off the little trail to the Sacred Arbor. We'll nab that.
A remarkable treasure we found.
And let's continue onwards with our friend here. But at the end of the day, I'm happy for it. I'm happy I'm able to do this and that I'm able to share it. Anyway, let's hush here. We will have a little intro scene to the Sacred Arbor, and our elven friend will have to talk to someone. Well, multiple people at this point, but we shall get to that.
Fear not. I'll think of something. Ale. Alacarilum
ilmen elote falomentarin nun fir nandeu in morteren ecialis, nun fir ananduine, fanamone matiene lismelto.
Isilrod vane nun lia casinque erenon, lia fendel nar salma wifir orne fa indelrin.
Ala carilm fionoaro osto urane.
Some of us fail to grasp that this world extends beyond the bounds of our cloistered haven. Ah, forgive me. You do not speak our tongue, do you? From this moment forth, so long as you remain by my side, I shall interpret for you. Now, come. The place the trial should be held is just up ahead.
I actually find it very fascinating that they invented an entire language for this game, and it's only used in this one area by elves. Anyway, I'm going to take a short detour here and take a gander at some gear, mostly because I want to. See if I want to upgrade to anything. I love how Kreastine and the Lion's Lord look like they share the same model, just slightly different elements. And this is where we can get some of the cool looking gear for Sorcerer, at least in my opinion, we can. Very much like the esoteric vestment and some of the other armor that I can get here. Let's see. I especially love the linen cloak, but that's just my opinion. And we have the Ring of Articulacy. We can get a copy of this for free in the world, and it does help reduce the spell cast times on the larger spells. Won't worry about it right now. Let's see. Do I want the hat? Or do I want the hood? Or do I want the circlet? I've got some decisions to make. I know that I'm going to be playing Sorcerer until I unlock Mystic Spearhand. Magic Spearhand? Mystic Knight and Magic Spearhand just combined in my head there. So I won't be buying any gear at the moment. But this is a very good area to get gear for archers and for sorcerers. At the moment, though, I am going to take a detour and grab a Seeker's Token. I believe there's 2 in the village. And then we will proceed onwards with this quest. So, bear with me here. The first one that we can nab will be in the inn on top of this little gazebo area. We'll nab that one.
Now here's a surprise.
Then the next one, you will have to be playing a magical vocation for. And if you kind of see the area I'm looking up towards, it'll be up there. And kind of have to make our way around through the area that our little elven friend is showing us. So, in a moment, we will take another detour. So we'll jump here. At least, the way I do it is I get over to this rock, jump on up, and then I kind of make my way around. Just gotta be careful here, because if you goof this up, chances are you're not gonna make it. The frickin' edges of the world pushing us around. But on top of the shop, we have another Seeker's Token. Alright, make our way back over here. And then we will continue on with our quest. elven buddy will catch up with us here. Sorry.
The Trial of Archery shall be held here. I bid you wait just a moment while I prepare my entry. But I've just noticed. Where are all the custodians? They ne'er leave their posts. Could it be aught amiss?
Nenwen mor Iwanon. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Martir fa nun fionor. Minas vena eralote. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Kiriando anmindor hiroth.
No. Darren? I cannot stand idly by while my sister is in peril. My friend, if e'er I've had need to call upon your aid, 'tis now. I beg of you to join me in my sister's rescue. There is no time. I shall mark the location of the ogre's den upon your map. Make haste. Her life hangs in the balance.
Alright, we're gonna definitely make our way out to the ancestral chamber, but I believe there's a golden beetle on the way that we can nab before we do that. So we'll nab that sucker, then we'll do our Trial of Archery quest and help our friend save his sister here. This truly is one of the prettiest dang areas of the game. The light shining through the trees and the canopy covering you. I spend a lot of time here. It's a very, very relaxing area for me, and I certainly enjoy it, you know?
Let us utilize our individual strengths.
I truly will miss this place. I'll miss this game. Unfortunately, it very much feels like Capcom doesn't necessarily care for Dragon's Dogma. Hello, we have ourselves another golden beetle.
The rarity or two.
Well spotted.
And
shall we see what we can find?
It's a bit of a shame, truthfully. The game has a lot of potential, and while I feel Dragon's Dogma 2 is complete, even though it had obvious issues, there's so much more that could have been done for it and added to it. And it's frustrating seeing it squandered.
Anything might lurk in these depths.
Where are the elves that usually spawn here?
Stout of heart and clear of mind.
You're here, and not a moment too soon. We must find my sister and save her from the ogre's clutches.
Veninume, mormartir tel adaka kiriandio.
Tayel ni sil arinfel. Nun morivin we alcarwa menelume. Lis anandor lumtena.
Nando infa ekialis, pelinolwende sinde soron, aiele alvekil.
Moriven fendernar itarondo vani. Falis tuliaf venenumen osto taralia osto telpe. Lungtene no.
Like, don't get me wrong. I am very, very happy to see that we got elves in this game. I know that was planned for the first game. We got dwarves, which was, again, planned for the first game. We got Beastrin, which was planned for the first game. But it just feels like, as I had said before, the focus was on the combat and the design of the world, and not necessarily the lore. Do not get me wrong, there is plenty of lore to be had within the game, but a lot of it feels lackluster and second nature. Almost as if they were working on it and then told to put it out the door. Such as the notes that I keep ragging on. There's complete segments that are just incomplete, and it's absolutely annoying because I want more. I truly do. And I see the framework. I see what could have been. And yet, here we are. The game falls flat in a lot of areas. You have wonderful exploration. You have a beautiful world. And there's so much lore that could be added to it, and it just isn't. There's no doubt in my mind that the combat is top tier among RPGs. The story is... while I can explain it, it is frustrating. The lore of the world, it's there, but it's not complete. It almost feels like Capcom never wanted the game to succeed. Or at least the C-suite. Or perhaps, truthfully, what Itsuno wanted was more than could ever be asked for in the game. With the fact that he based it off tabletop games, the fact that he wanted it to feel like that, except with pawns, because you couldn't get your group of friends together. Maybe it truly is just a choose-your-own-adventure kind of thing. You make of the journey what you will, and you don't have to rely upon the DM to fill everything in. A lackluster DM, in this case, for many people it's Itsuno himself, what fun is there to be had? For me, I enjoy everything every vocation offers. Even Trickster, which I have said feels a bit weaker than the others. Intentionally, as it's more of a supportive role. But it just almost feels like there could have been so much more. Game does have closure. And whether it's seen as something of a FU from Itsuno to Capcom, or if it's a philosophical debate, that truly is up to us, isn't it? To kind of figure it out. Well, not necessarily figure it out, but to determine on our own. And I still question what I'm going to do after this. What game will bring me the sense of exploration that this game offers? A sense of wonder, wanting to know more about its world. What will offer me similar combat? These are questions I've been asking myself as I inch ever closer toward the ending. And I don't have a concrete answer. I really do not know. So, that's why I'm determined to enjoy this journey again, to take my time with it, and
might I be of assistance?
do my best with it all. I really hope that we get news of a DLC, or perhaps we get another game. Maybe a Dragon's Dogma Online too. Who the heck knows? Anyway, we're going to continue on to save our elven friend's sister.
'Tis e'en more nightmarish a sight than I had feared. My father battles the ogre while my sister is clutched in his fist, but there is still hope, if I act quickly. Listen well, friend. I shall strike the beast's arm while my father holds its attention. The moment the ogre relinquishes my sister, I ask that you lead her to safety. I have ne'er attempted to strike a target so distant before. E'en the Trial of Archery does not demand such a feat. Yet, for the sake of my sister, my arrows must fly true. Pray, keep Darren out of harm's way. We must make our escape, and quickly.
Alright, let's go grab her.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter. Well done.
And let's help take care of this dang on ogre. We'll put it in its place. Well, I've never seen it do that before. Slide across the ground. Alright, let's get the heck out of here now. I think my next goal with this game...
Hold a moment. What's this? A way out. Let us make haste.
Okay.
My heart. There can be no gladder tidings in all the world. Words shall ne'er suffice to express my gratitude, friend. None of this would have been possible if you had not gifted me this bow. You are my sister's savior. I am for heir in your debt.
Eteler, le fermor el dalia eralotte.
Finlenar.
Karilm ilmen arcael. Silfa nambawe nun kalael alame. Kemenindor kanyan irils aldekar. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne. Eteler, le fermor el dalia eralotte. Ondvana alvekil eteler ne anler ailame. Lungtena peli telume. Ane martir tindume ingarina fa alme alcarwa. Nenwen mor aiwanon. Artahir curir. Morfa erando. Amanda kill. Kiriando anmindor hiroth. Artahir curir. Morfa erando. Amanda kill. Vanelin hyros soron. Sorne an fameltol. Nundis Amanda kill angadur. Kasinke telpi nun finaler. Lera nefir heranon. Anne artaher firnis.
Finlenar. Lungdena we fear osto. My gratitude to you knows no bounds, friend. 'Twas your kindness that altered my plight as much as this bow. Not only are you my sister's savior, but mine as well. By the by, if you are as passionate about mastery of the bow as I am, perhaps you might speak with my father. His experience ought to be of benefit to you.
Kalael alame, karilm ilmen arcael. Aidalia anandor, nun lintan. Heralan hiarmenran, lis fa arnefane. Elorato ala, nun mor artaher. Firnis an erumar isilrod et peller. Le laicasar an ils findamunt in ciel. Nefanamo lis kiriandio mor erlot. Iavstir lalastar. Nun falasmir magananon.
We succeeded in rescuing
Lungtena peli telume. On the va.
Alright. And you can eventually get the Archer Maister skill from Taliesin.
Lungtena peli telume.
Looks like I did not quite reach the requirements for it, unless he decides to talk to me now. But we have finished the Trial of Archery, and we're actually going to use that port crystal acquired from this quest to set it around the Sacred Arbor. So, I'd say this is a good enough point to stop it. And I thank you all for accompanying me on this journey. It truly means a lot to me. It really, really does.
I'll collect that.
So,
You needn't trouble yourself.
for now, I'll have to say take care, goodbye, and I will see you all later.